Let us begin with the glitch. You know exactly what I am talking about. It is that strange, slippery moment when you are driving home from work, your hands are on the wheel, your eyes are on the road, but suddenly you are parking in your driveway and you have absolutely no memory of the last 20 minutes. You don't remember the turns, you don't remember the stoplights. You were physically present, but your consciousness was floating somewhere in the stratosphere. Or perhaps it happens in the middle of a conversation. You are looking at your friend. You see their mouth moving. You hear the cadence of their voice. You are nodding at the appropriate intervals. But inside the room is empty. The lights are off. You are hovering near the ceiling, watching yourself perform the role of listener. You are an astronaut untethered from the ship, drifting into the void while your body continues to smile and drink coffee. Or maybe it is the screen coma. You pick up your phone to check the weather, just the weather, and 45 minutes later you are watching a video of someone restoring a rusty knife in a garage in Nebraska. Your eyes are burning. Your thumb hurts. You feel a strange, hollow sickness in your stomach. You don't even care about rusty knives, but you couldn't stop. You were locked in a trance. You were zoned out. The clinical term for this is dissociation. In our modern vernacular, we call it brain fog, or checking out, or going NPC, non-player character. But whatever name we give it, the feeling is the same. It is the profound, unsettling sensation of leaving the building of your own life, because the noise in the lobby has become too loud to bear. We have to stop shaming ourselves for this. In the American narrative of productivity and grind culture, zoning out is seen as a moral failing. It is seen as laziness. It is seen as a lack of focus. We drink dangerous amounts of caffeine to fight it. We take nootropics. We download apps to track our screen time, and then we dissociate while looking at the screen time statistics, feeling guilty about the numbers. We beat ourselves up for not being present with our children, our partners, our work. But I want to offer you a different perspective, a compassionate perspective. Dissociation is not a failure of will. It is an act of biological intelligence. It is your nervous system doing exactly what it evolved to do over millions of years. It is a survival strategy. Imagine a gazelle on the savannah. It is being chased by a lion. It runs fight-flight. But if the lion catches it and the gazelle realizes it cannot escape, it does something miraculous. It goes limp. It plays dead. It floods its system with endorphins to numb the pain. It dissociates. It leaves its body so that the death, if it comes, will not be felt. It shuts down to save itself. We are that gazelle. But here is the tragedy of the modern condition. The lion is everywhere. The lion is not a predator with teeth and claws. The lion is the notification on your phone. The lion is the email from your boss at 9 p.m. The lion is the breaking news alert about the climate crisis. The lion is the stack of medical bills on the counter. The lion is the relentless, crushing pressure to be successful, beautiful, and happy all the time. Our nervous systems were designed to handle a life or death threat maybe once a month. Now we face micro threats every few seconds. We are living in a state of chronic low-level terror. And eventually the biological machinery says, enough. Eventually the circuit breaker trips. Think of your house. If you plug the toaster, the microwave, the hairdryer, the space heater, and the vacuum cleaner into the same outlet, and turn them all on at once, what happens? The fuse blows, the lights go out, the house goes dark. It does this not because the house is broken, but because the house is trying to save itself from burning down. Dissociation is your internal fuse box. When the voltage of modern life becomes too high, when the stress, the grief, the boredom, or the overstimulation exceeds your capacity to process it, your brain pulls the plug. It shuts down the lights. It wraps you in a thick cotton wool blanket of numbness. You are still walking, talking, and working, but you are not home. You have retreated to the panic room in the basement of your soul. Let's look deeper into the high-functioning freeze response. This is the specific flavor of American dissociation. We don't just collapse on the floor, we keep going. We are the walking dead of capitalism. We go to the meeting, we say the buzzwords, we hit the KPIs. We go to the gym and lift the weights. But there is a glass wall between us and reality. We are operating on autopilot. We do this because deep down we are profoundly bored, not the simple boredom of waiting for a bus. I am talking about an existential boredom, a soul-crushing boredom. We are bored with the script we have been handed. We are bored with the endless cycle of producing and consuming. We are bored with the performance of the self. The soul craves magic. It craves connection. It craves the wild. It craves danger and beauty. But we feed it spreadsheets, small talk, and Netflix. So the soul leaves. It goes for a walk in the astral plane, and it leaves the body behind to type the emails. And then we must talk about the digital opioid. The phone. Why do we scroll? Why do we doom scroll? We do not scroll for information. We scroll for regulation. When we feel a spike of anxiety or a wave of loneliness or a pang of grief, we reach for the phone. It is a reflex faster than thought. The phone offers a portal to the void. It offers a stream of decontextualized images and sounds that numb the brain. The bright colors, the rapid cuts, the infinite feed. It creates a trance state. It is a digital pacifier. We are adult babies sucking on a glass rectangle to self-soothe. We are not looking to learn anything. We are looking to disappear. We are looking for that specific frequency of brainwave where time evaporates and we don't have to exist as a person with debt, or a person with a broken heart, or a person who hates their job. We crave the oblivion of the feed. But there is a terrible cost to this protection. The fuse box saves the house from burning down, yes. But you cannot live in a dark house forever. You cannot cook in a dark house. You cannot read in a dark house. You cannot love in a dark house. When we dissociate, we numb the pain. That is true. But we also numb the joy. The emotional spectrum is a single dial. You cannot turn down the volume on the grief without also turning down the volume on the ecstasy. You turn down the volume on the taste of strawberries. You turn down the volume on the warmth of the sun on your skin. You turn down the volume on the spark of connection when you look into your lover's eyes. You become a gray ghost moving through a gray world. You are safe, but you are not alive. You are preserved in amber. You are watching your life through a pane of dirty glass, wishing you could break it, but forgetting where the hammer is. So how do we come back? How do we flip the breaker switch back on without blowing the fuse again? How do we re-inhabit these bodies that we have abandoned? The first step is to realize that you cannot think your way back into your body. You cannot analyze your way out of dissociation. The mind is the mechanism of the escape. It cannot be the vehicle of the return. You have to feel your way back, and you have to do it slowly. If you have been living in the dark for a long time, you cannot just stare into the noon sun. It will blind you. You have to light a candle first. We need to practice somatic safety. This means telling your body in a language it understands, the language of sensation, that the war is over, that the tiger is gone, that the lion is just an email. Right now, as you are listening to this, try something simple. Do not try to clear your mind. That is impossible for a dissociated brain. Instead, feel the weight of your body in the chair. Literally feel gravity pulling you down. Gravity is the one constant. Gravity wants you here. Feel your feet on the floor. Wiggle your toes inside your shoes. Can you feel the texture of your socks? Can you feel the fabric of your shirt against your skin? Is it soft? Is it scratchy? Is it warm? This is not mindfulness in the corporate sense. This is anchoring. You are throwing a heavy anchor out of your floating, drifting mind and hooking it onto the jagged physical reality of the present moment. The body is always in the present. The mind is a time traveler. It is always in the past, regret, or the future, anxiety. But your foot is right here. Your hands are right here. Your breath is happening right now. When you focus on the sensation of your hands touching each other, you are forcing the you to come back to the now. You might feel a resistance. You might feel a panic. You might feel a strong desire to pick up the phone again, to float away. That is the addiction to the escape. Be gentle with it. Say to yourself, I am safe to be here. Just for this one breath, I am safe. We also need to look at the environment that is causing the short circuit. We cannot heal in the same environment that made us sick. We have to create sanctuaries of low stimulation. Our homes have become casinos, screens in every room, notifications pinging, news playing in the background. We need to reclaim territory. We need to reclaim the bathroom, the bedroom, the dinner table. We need to create pockets of silence. Silence is terrifying to the dissociated mind because silence is where the feelings live. Silence is where the grief comes up. Silence is where the thoughts we are trying to outrun catch up to us. But we must let them catch us. We must sit with them. There is a concept in Japanese aesthetics called ma. It refers to the negative space, the pause between notes in music, the silence between words, the space between the flowers in an arrangement. We have eliminated ma from our lives. We have filled every crack and crevice of time with content. We listen to podcasts while we brush our teeth. We text while we walk. We watch TikTok while we pee. We have horrified the silence. But it is in the ma, in the empty spaces, that the soul returns. We need to relearn the art of single tasking. This is a radical act of rebellion in a multitasking culture. When you drink coffee, just drink coffee. Don't drink coffee and read the news. Don't drink coffee and plan your day. Just taste the bitter, dark liquid. Feel the heat in the ceramic mug. Smell the roast. Watch the steam rise. When you wash the dishes, just wash the dishes. Feel the warm water. Feel the slick soap. Look at the bubbles. When you walk the dog, just walk the dog. Leave the headphones at home. Listen to the birds. Look at the sky. This sounds trivial, but it is profound. It is retraining your nervous system to handle one stream of data at a time. It is telling your brain, we don't have to process the entire world right now. We just have to process this cup. We just have to process this step. And we must address the trauma that might be living under the dissociation. For many of us, leaving our bodies was a brilliant thing we did as children. It saved us. If you grew up in a chaotic home, if your parents were yelling, if you felt unsafe or unseen, you learned to go away in your head. You learned to build a castle in the clouds and live there. You learned that being invisible was safer than being seen. That child inside you is still holding the controls. That child still thinks the world is too loud and too scary. That child sees a stressful email and thinks it is a screaming parent. You have to talk to that child. You have to be the parent you never had. You have to say, I've got this. I am an adult now. I have resources. I can handle the noise. You don't have to pull the plug anymore. You can come downstairs. It's safe. I am driving the car now. Dissociation is often a refusal to feel grief. We look at the state of the world, the climate, the politics, the suffering, the division, and it feels too big. It feels like a tidal wave. So we check out. We go numb. We think, if I let myself feel this, I will never stop crying. But the heart is stronger than you think. Your heart is not a glass vase that will shatter if it holds hot water. Your heart is a muscle. It gets stronger with use. You can feel the grief of the world and not be destroyed by it. You can feel your own sadness and not drown in it. In fact, feeling the grief is the only way to unclog the pipes. When you cry, you release the pressure. When you let the anger move through you, you clear the fog. When you stop dissociating, you will feel the pain, yes. but you will also feel the incredible vibrant texture of being alive. You will see that the sky is a color of blue you never noticed before. You will taste the sweetness of a strawberry as if it were the first time. You will look into your friend's eyes and actually see them, not just a projection of them. You will feel the air in your lungs and realize what a miracle it is to breathe. You are not a ghost. You are not a machine. You are not an algorithm. You are a biological miracle. You are the universe becoming aware of itself, and the universe wants to be here. It doesn't want to be in the metaverse. It doesn't want to be in the past. It wants to be in your fingers, in your toes, in your belly, in your breath. It wants to experience this reality through you. Come back. Come back to the senses. Come back to the ground. The earth is holding you. It has always held you. You don't have to hold yourself up. You can let go of the tension. You can drop the shoulders. You can unclench the jaw. You can soften the belly. You are safe to land. Imagine you are an astronaut who has been floating in the dark, cold vacuum of space, tethered to the ship, watching the Earth from a distance. It is beautiful, but it is far away. You have been floating for a long time. You are cold. You are lonely, but now it is time to come home. You are pulling on the tether. You are opening the airlock. You are stepping back into the gravity. You feel the weight return. It feels heavy at first. The gravity of emotions, the gravity of responsibility. But it feels real. You take off the helmet, you breathe the air, you smell the rain. You feel the sun. Welcome back. Tonight before you go to sleep, try one last thing. Instead of scrolling until you pass out, leave the phone in the other room. Buy an alarm clock. Lie in the dark. Feel the sheets against your skin, listen to the hum of the refrigerator, the cars passing outside, and just ask yourself, where am I? And answer, I am here. What time is it? It is now. Who am I? I am the one noticing. I am here. It is the most powerful mantra in the world. You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to be anyone else. You don't need to be doing anything else. You are here, and that is enough.